All the parties move that into somebody will come in. The parties can come in. Try this. Good afternoon, the Chairman, Human Rights Defender, and Access to Justice Advocate Center, all our legal departments, our able viewers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Comrade Mrs. Olushola, live from Ikeja Allen Avenue branch. We have the case of Mr. Masita Michael Chakola of the case we handled yesterday. This case was reported on the 4th of May 2020 on unlawful arrest and impoundment of his car, which we have able to retrieve the car from the police. And prior to this, we have tried to ask few questions on how the car was purchased, which we have actually gotten the source of how the car was bought. For those of you that have been watching this case from the beginning to now, there is a particular person who is the seller of the car, Mr. Dipo, who Mr. Macenta have mentioned a couple of times in this office, and Friday was called as a witness to how this car was purchased. We want to bring a final resolution to this case today so as to release the car in question to the young man. Please, we have Mr. Dipo in the house, and he's here to clarify to the house how the car was bought and the reason why the receipt was not given to them at the instance of when the car was purchased. Please meet with us as we interview Mr. Dipo. Thank you. Okay, good morning, Mr. Dipo. Okay, briefly, you heard what I said. Mr. Macenta came to this office to lay a complaint against Nigerian police force that his car under Elantra was impounded in the police station, and he was accused of robbery. That he was somebody was robbed by him at a gunpoint. Some valuable things were seized or collected from the man by Mr. Macenta, which he denied the allegation. He was arrested, detained for a week or thereabout. Thereafter, he was released on bail, and the car was still impounded over there. And he reported the case here for justice to prevail, that he has not committed such offense, and he wants his car retrieved from the police custody, which we went in. The car have been released to us on bond, and because it was released on bond, we also had the duty to know how come he got about the car, because he said he was not. He told us then that he is not the rightful owner of the car, and the young man, Mr. Oliver, was called that he is the person that released the money to Mr. Macenta to purchase the car. We have done some of our background investigation or checked based on what information that he gave to us, which we confirmed it was true. But along the line, when we were going through the documents of the car, we discovered that there was no purchasing receipt, and we tried to know why there was no purchasing receipt. I'm the one talking, so if you are why they have no purchasing receipt in their documents, according to him, was told that the purchasing receipt was not given to him by the seller, which sounds questionable. And apart from that, he gave us other statements that the receipt was sent to Mr. Friday via a WhatsApp, and call was put to Mr. Friday, which he initially denied that he is never in possession of the receipt of the vehicle, which this person persuaded, and he said the phone he was using there, he has given it out. Because we see the communication, the statement of all the three persons sound contradicting. We deem it fit having you in this house to clarify if truly you are the person that sold the car to them, and to tell the house why the car was sold to them without the purchasing receipt. If we are cleared by that, then we have no any other reason to drag this case further. That is the reason why you are invited to this place. Thank you. Can you really tell the house when this car was bought from you?
Sometimes in January this year.
January. Can you really remember the date?
I can't remember.
Okay. Was it weekdays or weekends?
I think it was on a weekday.
Weekday. Which day?
They came twice. They came a day before they purchased the car.
Okay.
So they asked, they saw the car, they liked it, so they wanted to pay cash, which I said I don't accept cash. I will have to go to the bank and do the transaction. After the transaction was completed, I was not with my receipt. The receipt wasn't where it was still with the printer. So I gave them the card and I told them that as once the receipt is ready, I'm going to write it, then I'm going to call the people that bought it from me, I'm going to forward it to them, which I sent a blank copy copy to him just to prove to him that my card and the receipt correspond. I was going to send a dispatch.
They can't hear you.
I was going to send a dispatch to give him a copy once I write it out. After that, when I called him, he said he's not in Lagos, that his father had died. So I told him I can't give anybody the receipt until I meet him in person.
Who is the person where you communication with?
Mr. Friday.
Okay.
Because it was the one that called me for the car, but they came together with.
Maseta.
Yeah, they came together.
Okay. The car, they actually paid the via an account.
Sorry?
Did they pay you the money via an account, a bank account?
A bank account.
How did they pay you? Was it cash?
Cash. Yeah, they paid it. They deposited the money in the bank. But we entered the bank, they deposited the money.
Okay, they offer you the cash.
Yeah.
Maybe you're supposed to count yourself,
Yeah,
but you refused. That they have to go to the bank. Okay, they went with the cash, you deposit in your own account. So you just present the account number and they pay it in
It
there.
was the bank that handled the whole transaction.
Okay, the transaction. Not that you gave them
No, I
whatever.
didn't give them it.
Okay, what was your reason why you did not give them the receipt as that day?
Because I was not with the copy. I've exhausted my former receipt, so the printer delayed. Was meant to bring it that day, delayed. So I explained to them that I don't have a copy with me now, but once I get it, I'm going to call them for them to come and pick it. So when it was ready, I called them, but they were in their village. And I told them that I can't hand over only if I see them in person. So they just called me recently and asked me how do I get them.
Do you have a car load?
Ma?
Do you have a car shop?
A cash shop? No.
Yeah. Okay, you don't have a car shop. You're just selling at like online
Yes,
sales.
please.
There's no place to display car. You just have, once you get one,
Yeah,
you sample it on the internet, then you communicate with you. That's how it has been. The company, the receipt you offer to them is a company registered with
Yes,
CAC.
please.
Do you have anything to prove that? Where is the receipt?
Everything was with you yesterday.
You have it on your phone, right? Do you have anything similar to that receipt?
I have it.
Okay, let me see it. Okay. Okay. So you can I take Esther, make do a photocopy of this. Okay, this is Cruise Auto. This is the certificate of incorporation of the company that sold the car to Mr. Masenta on Friday. Has it been captured? Then photocopy and give them back to you. Do you have any other form of identification card? Do you have any ID card? Yeah, it's not here. It's all right. To an extent, I think for those of some of you that have been following this case, this is Mr. Dupo in the house. He has explained to us how far and how the transaction went. He has confirmed to this house that he did not have a car lot where he displayed his car, but that he sold the car through online sales, which is GG and other social media where they display cars for sale. And he has presented to us his certificate of incorporation as a car dealer. And I believe he still have, you are going to send us your means of identification, anything that have to do with your ID card, please you send a photocopy of it across to us in this office. We are getting the photocopy of this certificate of incorporation, and thereafter he will send across to us his means of an ID card, also to confirm from what we have heard so far from Mr. Macenta, Oliver, and Friday precisely, that the car was bought from this man and we have him in the house. So we don't have any reason much whatsoever to keep the car again. The car will be released to him. We then will have to ask for their guarantor so that we can release the car to them, as the car was released to us on bond from the police station, so that whenever they need Macenta presence in the police station based on the allegation of him, he can easily make himself available to the house without any hitch. So thank you in order not to disturb or delay some of your activities that you may get yourself engaged in. We feel the case have come to conclusion today, and we have resolved to release the car to Mr. Macenta. Thank you very much. If there's any other thing, you get back to the house on us. Please share this page, as most of you would want to reach out to your friends, to your family that have similar case, that want us to intervene on how to resolve the case amicably for them. Please share the page, like the page, and follow us, and anytime we come out to handle the case as it may be. See you tomorrow on another case. God bless you. Bye. Hold on, don't share it. Mr. Macenta, I will have a question for you briefly. What can you tell this house of your experience about this case so far? What is your take? What is your experience? What can you tell the public of your experience if at the judgment of this case so far? Tell us what you have felt. You can take off your disease, so I can hear you. In the past, I asked you a question.
Well, so far so good for now. I just want to say thank you for everything.
Mr. Friday.
Well, the truth, you have really done a great job. I don't know how much to say. Thank you for what
Oliver, you?
I really appreciate the way this house handled the issue. Maybe I know I would have not been the one running to the police up, and I would have come here directly to the house to handle the issue. So I'm saying thank you.
All right, Mr. Deeper, you give us some tough time yesterday when we were talking to you. You said you're not coming, you're not this. So tell us, you just walk into this office. What is your experience so far? Did you feel disappointed?
Not really.
Sorry, I can't hear
Not
you.
really.
Not really.
Yeah, taking my day.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, as long as justice has been served, it's okay.
Sorry?
As long as justice has been served, it's okay.
You can't pay for my time. Yeah. I served the public, including you, and I saved you from any form of embarrassment. If this was not clear, for the fact that you have police case that have to do with robbery, and even if the car is not mentioned, you might be invited for one reason or the other. And I believe you will not go to police station and walk freely, come in a few seconds, and still go out without any interrogation. That you can do, right? So if for those that have known your face, know that you are a car dealer. And for the fact that you even sold a car that they believe is from a genuine source, can even want to patronize you tomorrow. Am I right? So some of you, when you want to respond to things, you calculate very well. You cannot say somebody take your time. This have to do with you. You sold the car, it's your business, and we reserve the right to question you, to give us information that have to do with the product you sold out. You are serving humanity and the public, right? So you cannot talk about time. Thank you. All right, don't show him. We don't need your face, but tell us what is your take in this, what you are working on to experience.
My honest and candid opinion is that I'm impressed.
Thank you, sir.
I want to encourage you to continue to render the service you are rendering to the public.
Thank you, sir.
And the Lord is your strength.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I can release you so that you will not go and gather the time. Make use of the remaining time.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay then.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. Cheers.